Alex Stubb was Finland's Prime Minister, and before that Europe Minister, and before that Finance Minister. He's Vice President of the EIB. He joins me now. He's also incidentally talked about as a successor to Jean-Claude Juncker, or at least a commissioner in the next EU Commission. Alex Stubb, from your knowledge, from having been in these rooms during the Greek crisis, what's going on around that dinner table? How are they actually dealing with it?
Well, the sequence of events is such that first the President of the European Parliament gives an intervention, he leaves. Then after that, Prime Minister Theresa May has given her intervention. And now there's pretty much what they call a tour de table. So people are eating and making interventions. And in the background, you have a lot of hassling going on, people working on the drafting and looking at dates and looking at wordings and so on and so forth. Usually what happens is that you have two people in charge. In this particular case, it's going to be Chancellor Merkel and President Macron. And once they find a compromise, I think the rest will follow suit.
So in this tour de table, are they actually talking to each other, or are they just making speeches? You know, is one country saying to the other, ah, yes, but what about this? Or I'm not happy with that. Or is it a case of you speak, then I speak, then he speaks, then she speaks?
It's a combination. The conclusions which were referred to in the earlier piece before I came on have been distributed already yesterday to Coreper, and the people have been working on them. And what will probably happen is at first there is just a general conversation, then they will break up, and there will be some drafting going on in the background. It could be that it's only the French president, the president of the European Council, Donald Tusk, who's been leading this very well, and then the president of France, and perhaps a third or fourth party. And then they come to a conclusion, and then they start distributing and say, hey, would this work? And at the end of the day, it's a process of iteration. They will come with a conclusion.
So it's highly it's unlikely, just about impossible, that they will reject giving her an extension. But what's your feeling from what you're hearing, long or short, and what conditions would be involved?
Okay, there are three options. Number one is no deal. I don't believe in that for a second. Then you have two options. One is a long extension, and that would be to the end of the year or even a full year. That's the flextension that President Donald Tusk has been talking about. That would be rather conditional with some wording. But the problem is that you can't legally bind the UK to anything. It has to be a bit of a gentleman's agreement that, hey, don't mess up our decision-making when you're members. The second option is a shorter one, and that would be something before the European Parliament elections, but then it would probably be conditional with three things. One, you either accept the treaty. Two, you reject the withdrawal agreement. Or three, you actually withdraw or revoke Article 50. I personally believe that we're moving towards a longer extension and giving the UK more oxygen so that it can decide for itself without messing the European agenda.
Right. But in all of this, Donald Tusk's letter made it clear, and one of the terms is that this extension cannot be used to discuss the future relationship. But isn't that the problem? Why not, if the UK was to pass the withdrawal agreement, then have a proper discussion before the UK leaves about the future relationship? That's the difficult bit.
Yeah, it's the chicken and egg question, a bit of a catch-22 situation. I think the EU leaders and also the European Commission, the guardian of the treaties, and Michel Barnier are quite adamant that first you have to approve the withdrawal agreement. And after that, you start talking about the future relationship. And I think that's going to be the marching order. Of course, in the background, they keep on talking, you know, is it going to be Norway plus? Is it going to be Canada plus? Is it going to be Ukraine or Switzerland? But I do think that this withdrawal agreement thing has to be approved first by both parties before you can start talking about the next step.